Hey everyone, we're so excited that you're here to join us for episode number 1 of Ryan, Coop, and the Doc Show. Gentlemen, how are you?
Hey, it's the inaugural?
It's the inaugural. It's number 1.
Wow, I already got dressed up.
You are dressed up. Those are your nice scrubs. Hey, here's what we're going to do. Every other week, twice a month, we're going to come to you. We're going to talk sports with Bruce Cooper, the legend. And we're going to talk teeth with Doc Snyder, the dental legend. And I'm just here to wrangle these two guys so we don't go for an hour, all right? And we're so glad you're here to join us. We're going to jump right into it.
That noise. What could it be? It's a knock at the door, Ryan. All right, the Arizona Cardinals are off to a fast 2-0 start, winning their season and home openers. And what's exciting about this is the way Kyler Murray is playing, but there is a big absence or a big difference in the Cardinals this season. That's right, the face of the franchise, number 11, Larry Fitzgerald, is not there. Hey, let's get you up to Minnesota and check in with Larry Fitzgerald Sr. And Mr. Fitz, I got to ask you right off the bat, how different is it for you to watch Cardinal games without your son being a part of the team?
Well, it was so different that I didn't go to Arizona's openers. The first one I've missed in, 17 years. So I decided not to go because, when I talked to Larry about it, he wasn't going to be in the area. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to make it a family affair. And it would be difficult for me sitting there and reminiscing after all these years of watching what he's done and tried to do and helping the Cardinals, turn the franchise around, to go from arguably one of the NFL's worst to a team that was competitive and reaching the playoffs and reached the Super Bowl and came very close to winning one. So, the Vikings are sort of the engine that drives, my career. It's gotten me into the National Football League. And so I have been sort of a doctor of explaining heartache to devoted Viking fans on how to deal with the expectation of winning and then having the frustration of just not getting it done, even though you have it literally in your grasp, as they did yesterday.
There is no Cardinal player who's ever put on a Cardinals uniform more popular than Larry Fitzgerald Jr. Having said that, Larry's on record saying that he just doesn't have the urge to play yet. He kind of left the door open. Mr. Fitz, I'm going to ask you, what are the odds that Larry gets the urge at some time this season and puts that uniform back on with the Cardinals?
Well, he's my son, so when we talk, I'm not talking to him about, plan or how it was. We never get into that. It's always about now and how he's feeling about what he's doing. And he's just as excited today in the business ventures that he's into. And he's doing a Monday night show, I believe, on I think it's Sirius XM with some guy named Tom Brady. And so that's going pretty good. And Larry right now, that's his mindset, being able to step up to the plate and talk about the National Football League and not looking back to where it was and what may be. Because, if he changes his mind, I'm sure I would be probably the second or third to know, because we seldom talk about the business of football.
Mr. Fitz, and this is just me talking. See, I get a little nervous with Larry doing a radio show with Tom Brady. And let me tell you why. Because Larry's an unrestricted free agent. And Brady's been able to talk people like Gronk to come back into playing, but playing for him. Should I be worried that if Larry comes back to play, that Tom Brady's got in his ear and he's in a Buccaneers uniform doing so?
Well, I know he and Tom are good friends, and Tom has the highest regard and respect for Larry. He sees him as one of the best players that have played over the last 20 plus years. And here's Tom, 22 years into the league, and Well, he had 5 TDs yesterday, and I tell you, I'd be surprised if anything like that happened. But you never know. You can never say no to anything like that. But I can tell you, Larry has always had the mindset that playing his entire career with one organization was important to him.
Can you talk about that moment? Have you ever thought about it? The yellow jacket going on your son?
Oh, no. Fortunately, as you know, I don't know when that clock starts. I think the clock starts when you officially say you're retired. So when he does that, then I'll get myself into starting to think about that. But there's just been so much talk about how well he played during his career. It's something that I look forward to, when that happens, because I never get ahead of myself in terms of trying to, emotionally start thinking about those types of things, because I just enjoy being with him and around, Larry. And yes, seeing the Cardinals play the last couple of weeks, without him, it's been different, but it's good to see that the Cardinals are taking a step forward. And so far, they're off to a pretty good start. They're one of the NFL's top teams.
Well, Mr. Fitz, you've had a Hall of Fame career yourself in the sports media world. You're still going strong there. You have your own national radio show, your podcast. Can you tell viewers how they can be a part of it and join it?
Well, I appreciate that. The National Programming Network is the name of my business. It's sort of my syndicate. I got that start back in 1993. Ironically, Dennis Green at the time was the coach of the Vikings. And so when I left that station, he immediately suggested that he and I get together and maybe, try to do a show. And that's how I started the National Programming Network. We wound up doing 8 great years of radio. The National Programming Network, that's where it is. It's under the umbrella of Larry-Fitzgerald.com. And I'm also on TV locally with Twin Cities Public Television. Emmy Award-winning Almanac is the show I'm on every 2 weeks.
All right, Mr. Fitzgerald, we appreciate your time, and we got how we can tune in and check you out on a national basis. And we love what you do, and continue to do what you do. Godspeed to you. And we got our fingers crossed that number 11 will resurface in Cardinals red and white sometime this season.
Wow, that'd be amazing. I mean, Kyler threw for 400 yesterday, right?
He threw for 400, 3 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. All right, Mr. Fitz, thanks for your time. We'll see you soon, my friend. All right, that was Mr. Larry Fitzgerald Sr. Of course, I asked him this question. Now I'm going to ask you guys the same question. What are the odds Larry Fitzgerald gets the urge to play this season with the Cardinals? Ryan?
With the Cardinals, I don't know. I think he's going to get pulled by Tom Brady, that good weather, and BA. I think he's in Tampa by the year end.
I think it's the same chance he has of playing with ASU. I don't think it's going to happen, yeah.
Now, we have the most important thing that we're going to do here today. We're going to talk about a really special patient that we have. It's Doc's Adopt-A-Patient.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah. Today, the patient we're going to feature is, his name's Carlos. He's in his early 40s. He's really a great guy. All he needs is a little break here. He sent a little letter in, and let me give you some of the, just kind of paraphrase. He said, "Hello, my name is Carlos. I'm praying that there are some folks out there who can help me with my smile. I'm a happy person on the inside, but I can't really show it on the outside because I don't smile a lot due to my missing and broken teeth." The thing that really struck me was Carlos told me, he said when his daughters bring friends home, they all think he's a grouch because he never smiles. He's ashamed for his daughters to show them his teeth. And so he needs our help. Now, and that's the beauty of this clinic, Ryan and Coop. On the outside, this would cost roughly around $21,000, and that's being very conservative to put his smile back together, to make him be able to chew properly, have his self-esteem, the whole works. Here at our clinic, because we get things donated, we get materials donated, we get lab fees discounted, but we still have costs, not labor costs, but it's all basically materials and lab fees. We're able to do it here at our clinic for $2,500.
That's incredible, and that shows, Coop, the beauty of St. Vincent de Paul. And specifically in the dental clinic, $1 in is $8.33 back out, right? Yeah. That's the impact that you can have today. That's the impact that you can have on Carlos and his family.
When I first started here a little over a year ago, one of the first things I did was I was able to tour the campus here. And I went up to the dental clinic, and they have a wall of smiles. I saw the before and the afters, and I'm like, wow, what an impact. Incredible. So yeah,
so
let's help them out.
And you can see on the screen how you can get involved if you have a church group, a service club, a neighborhood, a family, motorcycle gang, a bunch of drinking buddies, whatever. If you want to help Carlos out, and he would sure appreciate it, and we would as well.
All right, are you guys ready for Ryan's riddle?
Yeah.
You see a boat filled with people, yet there is not a single person on board. How can that be?
Wait a second. Wait. Now, as I said, I'm going to get this one. I'm going to nail this.
Do you want to go to commercial?
Okay, so there is a boat filled with people, and finish that line.
Yet there is not a single person on board. How can that be?
Did I get it?
How are you going to start our first episode and give the answer to Ryan's riddle to everybody?
Oh my God.
Hold on. Normally, we'd ask you to email us your answer. RCD@SVDPAZ right here. But instead, we'll do something special since Coop already gave you the answer. Email rcd@svdpaz.org.
I know we got to move on. Ryan, what do we got next?
It's one of my favorite things that we're going to do on this show. Our mail carrier travels far and wide over hills and plains and valleys through the snow and the heat just to bring all of you Doc's mailbag. The envelope even says Doc's mail. I mean, we know it's for him.
You know it's for me. One time we had two Docs. They called us a pair of Docs. Anyway, Nancy B. writes, Dear Doc, my gums bleed when I brush. Is this normal? You know, we get asked this a lot. I even get called in the middle of the night and people ask me, hey, I just got done brushing my teeth before bed. My gums are bleeding. What's up with that?
You got to get new friends if they're calling you.
Well, that's true. Anyway, so here's the thing, you know, if you get like a piece of meat or a popcorn kernel or something, maybe a toothpick you were a little too rambunctious and your gums bleed a little bit, that's pretty normal. You know, if the next day you get up and brush and it stopped, that's fine. If your gums continue to bleed, then you need to up your game a little bit with your home care. Try brushing and flossing consistently and rigorously for a few days, and hopefully it'll go away. If it still continues, then yes, it's a problem. If they consistently bleed, go to the dentist, get your teeth cleaned, chances are they'll stop. The good news is gingivitis is reversible.
So look, at the beginning of this show, we talked about anyone being able to email us, give us topics, give us feedback, send Doc your comments on your bleeding gums. Actually, don't do that because we'll read that and I don't need it. But email us, and anyone who emails us is going to be in a special drawing for the Oktoberfest Fan Challenge. And Doc, what does October make you think about?
Wow, I'll tell you, it makes me think of pumpkins and harvest.
Corn.
I think of the World Series, but hey, I'm with corn. I don't know. That's true. Yeah.
We're not. No, we don't have any fields around here in our St. Vincent de Paul dining room, but here's what we do have on the theme of corn. You can challenge one of us, the winner. So you got to email us to win. You can challenge one of us, Doc, me, or Coop, to a cornhole contest, and we're gonna have the winner of that contest right here on the show in October.
Hey, well, I want to know what I get for nailing your riddle.
Coop is so excited that he got this riddle. We've been going through months of giving Coop riddles. This is the first one he's got. So, talk to your family about the great work that we do at the St. Vincent de Paul Dental Clinic, and talk to your family about the importance of joining us here every 2 weeks for the Ryan, Coop, and the Doc Show. Gentlemen, it's been a good first episode. Let's do it again.
I look forward to it.
Thank you.